This workspace is really cluttered and I don't appreciate it. Hi. So basically, if you have saw my last two videos, I've been working on projects nonstop. I would say nonstop. I've been trying to design stuff. I've been trying to actually make stuff. In fact, I'm making something right now. But this is not okay. It looks cleaner than it actually was, but that's before I thought to actually include this into a video that I felt like would have been boring if I didn't have something else. So this is what you get, some spring cleaning, even though it's in the winter. So this gotta get cleaned up. As you know, I have a gigantic box of pigments and I have nowhere to put that except on this desk or on the floor, and I don't want it to be on the floor. So this is gonna go in the drawer somewhere, and I'm gonna have to like build something. I'm probably gonna have to build something or find something online to organize that, because if I keep just going in the box over and over again, it will eventually just look like this.
Oh my God, what is that?
No, I wouldn't be able to find any color in there. Right now, the main task is to declutter. Oh, y'all can't even see. Right now, the main task is to declutter this and make it more for what I need. So these cups are gonna go in here. Oh wait, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna clear all this stuff out because it's not needed anymore. I might use this for something else. I made this like little air drying clay duck, and I'm gonna keep it because that's just cute. Oh. Okay, you know what? I just got an idea that I'm gonna talk about later on in this video. It's just a bunch of pipe cleaners and just crap that's in here for no reason. What even is this? Why do I have it if it's broken? Cups go in here. Oh! The mica powder is gonna go. I'm not gonna reorganize all of this. I just have to try to flatten it out as much as I possibly can. Yeah, I can't close this. I'm gonna have to develop a new workspace. I might actually have to go through all of these just to try to organize it. So I did all of that, and then it's flat, but two of them are still left out. Wine red champagne and crystal red pearl. So I'm just gonna put these in random places and hope it actually flattens out this time. Oh, I broke the box. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I fear if I try to close this, I'm never getting it back. That could have been horrible. So I guess I'll just put these down here. These are just like a bunch of stuff that I could put in certain designs when I'm doing resin. So we're gonna slide this to the very back. Okay, so originally I was gonna put this powder up here. This can just hang somewhere. I don't know where. So this is going to go back here. This heat gun is gonna go right here for now. And now the real question is, where am I gonna put this gigantic sewing machine? I might just put this in my closet because, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Am I right? Popsicle sticks, stuff like that. Resin, I'm gonna go right here. It's so clean, so organized. That makes me feel better. Now time for the real reason we're here. We are designing things. Realize that even if I wanted to make resin profitable, which I'm not going to right now because I already have too much stuff going on, it would need to be something that I can consistently do over and over again. Even if it's not, I want to make resin designs for myself so I can still use the resin and it's not just like sitting here living its life. So basically what we're going to be doing this whole video is going to be resin designs. So for those of y'all who don't know, in my last two videos I developed this design, and the resin it came out looking nothing like that. Yeah, it looked better. I made it a bit too complicated and other things just weren't working for my first time using resin. You feel me? So basically, we are going to make a whole spreadsheet of resin, specifically using that one mold for doing the math. I would say about 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think it's 22, 25. Ooh, it's time for me to be measuring things. So that's 2.5. And that's 1.5. That's what this whole sheet's gonna be full of. So I'm gonna just do that real quick. See, that looks so much smaller than I needed it to. Okay, so I lied. It's actually 1 11/16. I was trying to figure out why it was so much smaller. That's what I thought. I make things complicated by using the measuring tape when I have this ruler right here. And it was right in front of me. I don't know how I didn't see that. So this is what the drawing book's looking like so far. And based off of this, I think I'm just gonna draw it one by one. So the first one, I was thinking earlier about a beach kind of design. And I would have done that today if, I just randomly had sand, but I don't. So if I could find out how to get some sand and make it stand upright, then that's what's going to be the first design. I accidentally drew something that's not like the beach, so I guess it could just be like a grassy. Oh wait, I didn't draw the beach, but I remember that duck I showed you earlier. That's what's gonna be utilized in this one. I made like a peaceful day, clouds, the sun. This is gonna be grass, and this is gonna be a lake, and this is gonna be a duck, well, obviously. But yeah, so if I could just add some more details somehow to that, then I could make that work out. The beach will be the next design. I don't have it. I'm not like an amazing painter, so I'm gonna have to see how this one goes. But I could always just use the Posca markers. That's why I used it last time, so why not now? It doesn't look as complicated right now, but for the beach design, it's gonna go. I've seen videos where they like put white paint and then they spread it out with a heat gun on the waves, and I'm gonna make it look like that. The sand's gonna be right here, and then it's gonna go from light blue to like a dark gradient. I'm gonna figure out how to do that eventually. I'm gonna have to look it up. That's probably not gonna be done in time in the future because I didn't even know how to do the wave pattern for this. So you know what? Because it's Black History Month, I have some chains. Oh wait, hold a second. So I have these chains that I used to wear, but I'm not gonna wear them anymore because no. So I guess I could try to utilize that, and I could draw like a fist. Y'all, wait. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is not a fist. This is more of a personal thing, I guess, because unless I just order a bunch of chains from somewhere, there's no way that I'm gonna actually be able to mass produce this. I was just wondering how I could use the chains, and that's the first thing that came in my head. These are the first 3 designs so far. It's still February, so it's still Valentine's Day was last Friday, but it's still the month. So I was thinking maybe we could do some hearts. I am not good at drawing hearts. So this one is a Happy Valentine's Day design. I was thinking more, but for now this is fine. This would be like white. The heart would probably be red. All the words will probably be white, and these streaks will probably be like maybe a pinkish color. I don't know. Like with the design I made for Ava, hers is white. The words are white, and the background is pink with gold foils. But I don't know if that would be doing too much because I already have the background stripes and everything else. First 5 designs and I'm already stumped. So far, I was thinking that for the space design, it could be a star, like a shooting star, a bunch of stars in the background, and then this hashtag, which is a bad hashtag, it could be like a letter or a word or some type of name. I'm thinking that that's what I can use for this, because just space or a shooting star, that seems kind of boring to me. But yeah, I'm probably going to do that. Let me go look on the internet real quick. Maybe I can get some inspiration from there. Okay, so after looking on Pinterest, I found stuff. I'm going to be taking those ideas and putting a little spin on it. This first design is going to be a black and white, aka a yin yang design. It was supposed to be with letters, but like I said, I'm doing my own thing. So it's gonna have like a silk. I'm gonna have it like mesh together. So I don't really know how that would look like. And then I'm gonna have like a silver line outside, no, yeah, in between both of them. So it's crossing both of them. This side's gonna be black, this side's gonna be white, these dots are gonna be silver, and this line's gonna be silver. Now, we are going to move on to a blue and gold. I have these little blue rocks in those containers, which I'm not gonna pull out right now. I'm gonna basically cover up this whole thing with rocks. And I don't feel like drawing good rocks. I'm just going to draw like random squiggles, basically, and give it an overview of what I'm actually trying to do. When I tell you my arm is cramping, I've never wrote that many squiggles in my life, but even still, that should not result in that. So I know this looked like a hot mess, but the squiggly parts are gonna be blue, and the square, like the drawn out square parts, that's gonna be gold. And there's obviously gonna be more gold in there, but I have to try to figure out like how to show it without any color, because there's no color, and this obviously looks weird. That's not how it's gonna look. It's gonna look better than that. So next thing we're gonna do is red and gold. It's kind of like that, except I'm not doing the rocks. It's just gonna be a red glittery background, and it's gonna have the little like I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna say cushion. You know those cushions that they have on the thrones? I'm gonna say in England, because that's the only thing I can think of right now. That's what that's gonna be. This is what I came up with so far. Again, you'll have to remember these designs are gonna look better in the actual resin. Like this design, this look nothing. The actual resin keychain look nothing like it. So yeah, that's just a reminder. But so like I was talking about those cushions, that's the design that I'm gonna try to imitate on the actual keychain. But I'm also gonna add gold flakes to it. So it will be gold buttons, red and glitter backgrounds, and then it would be gold flakes just scattered across it. And I might try to do some roses or something. I don't know. Next is gonna be a white and clear. So I'm gonna go ahead and have this. So one side just gonna be straight. One side's just gonna be straight white, and the other side is gonna be um a clear a clear epoxy part, and it's also going to be roses in the clear. So I have to figure out if that's gonna be real roses or not. But yeah, so for right now I'm gonna label this side white, and this side I'm gonna draw the design clear. I might add, all of these can have letters on them, like to symbolize a name or something. I'm just gonna point out the ones that I most likely am going to put a name in. Just put some gold and some gold flakes in it, and I'm also gonna put the leaves so it could pop out with some more color. Another one is just gonna be just clouds, because why not? So yeah, something peaceful, you know, the sky and stuff. Now, I have been told by some people that I could add some more girly designs, as they literally said. They gave me the ideas to do bows and flowers, so that's what I'm gonna attempt to draw. So yeah, this design can be like with white corners and pink lines across the corners with a big bow in the middle. The bow could probably be bigger. We could do dandelions or daisies, whatever they're called, in the other corners. I could do like I could put like some gray clouds and then a big lightning strike in a forest of black trees. Editor Josh here, and since my microphone just decided to quit on me, this is how I'm going to be talking to you. So right now I was just describing how, I made the lightning design, with the clouds, the trees, the cities and stuff. I also ended up making a bunch of sports designs because I realized I have a lot of friends that play sports and I know a lot of people, and I felt like that would have been a good design. So, for the basketball one, I've just put a basketball hoop in the basketball. For the football one, I don't know what that thing is called, and then the football. And then I put a soccer goal in the soccer, of course, for the soccer ones. The names, the hashtag, that can be a name or a word, whatever they want there. And then the baseball bat and the baseball. That's all it is. So I ended up not finishing the whole list today. I was making a video simply because I could not think of any designs. That's why I had to go to the internet earlier. But you'll see the designs in the upcoming videos when I make it. Bye, and see you in the next video, hopefully. By the way, I've been noticing that the videos have been like reversed, so the words will be backwards. I realized that at the end of the actual video, and by then I've already clipped all the footage and a bunch of parts, and I don't really ever feel like turning it around because I have to go through and click every single one. So yeah, I'll try to work on that on my future videos that I haven't already pre-made, because you know how most of my stuff is already made and I'm just tracking back to now. But yeah,